Okay, so this is the CISC 504 assignment 5 from Bowen on the constructing the Python classes. So in this assignment, I'm going to focus on create the classes and use the properties and inheritance for the classes. So by following the attributes here, the first thing I need to do is to create the Polygon class, which is declare here, and then define self side length equals to side length, which is to pass the data from the original input into the values. And secondly is to add a sum number size property to the Polygon class, which is using the property function, and define the number of sides and return the length of the side length. And the third is to use the property for the parameter property, which is to define the parameter and return also to use the summary function of the Python. And the fourth is to add a string method that states polygon with x size, where x is the input. So this is also a defined string, return the polygon with size self numbers. And the fifth requirement here is for create a child class called rectangle that inherits from the Polygon class. And here I use the rectangle parenthesis polygon and assign the height and width into it, which is using the init self and has two input, which is height and width. And here use this super function, which is to pass the height width into the init function. And six is to add the area property to the rectangular class, and the area equals to height times width. So I define using by the property and define the area and return it's basically the list of the zero number and the ones number, which is the first and second of the polygon list. And the seventh is to verify if I put a rectangle which is 5 by 1 in, and to see if the area and the perimeter equals the right number, which is correct. And then the eighth requirement is to create the child class called square, and the inheritance is only inherits from rectangle, but only take one variables. So that's why I only have the height, because for square height equals width. So I make the also use the super function and with the height and height, which is equals height equals width. And then this is also create the square object that has an area of 25 and a perimeter of 20. Let me put this in. And if I run it, it will have the area of 25 and perimeter equals to 20. And that's basically it. That's all my code for this assignment.